Eh, ha! Different background. Oh, and I'm cold. Uh, dun, da, da, da. Wearing the official shirt today. Music, chat. Okay. Alrighty. Wearing my quilting shed t-shirt. I know. I just sing along. Ugh, I'm in a drafty spot. Maybe that's why I don't do things here. Hello. It is Wednesday, November the 15th. I need new glasses. I'm 2 minutes late. This is Andrea Rennick coming to you live from the Quilting Shed on Hanwell Road in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada. It's Fredericton, not Fredericton. Ugh, annoys me. Anyway, hitting the ground running today. So before we get into some stuff that showed up, yay, I did get a little bit of new fabric, restocked a bunch of notions, got a few interesting things in. Starting to mark stuff down because I'm tired of looking at it. Yeah, as the title of the video says, I need your help. I want to pull off a Christmas miracle. I've been sitting on this for about a week. A few of you know because I've mentioned it just on the down low. Discussed it a lot with a husband, got my mom on board. Good morning, Kathy. You're going to love this news. Hi, Mom. I haven't seen you since yesterday. So yeah, I need your help to pull off a Christmas miracle. I think we can do it. I'm crossing my fingers. I love Christmas. It brings out everything in me that is all good and weepy. So yeah, here's what we're doing. Here's what we are doing through the shop. So last year, on a personal level, our family sponsored another family for Christmas. And if you've never done that before, some organization hooks you up to another family anonymously. You don't know who they are. You don't get to meet them. You know the ages maybe of the kids and whatever parents are involved. And this time it was a single mom and her 2 teenage kids. That's what we did last year. And they had wish lists. And the moms are always like, I just want like a grocery card, maybe some slippers, a new pair of pajamas, and some gas money, and some fun stuff like that. And I love reading these lists too because like especially the teenage girls, they put some stuff on the list that they're like, nobody in their right mind is going to go buy me Lululemon leggings. This sucker did, but yeah, it was a little stressful because we did it like everything else last minute, but we had the best time just making somebody's Christmas, and we felt we got all that nice cozy feelings, and oh my god, I damn near cried when the thank you note came back. It's hard to have a whole cold and crusty heart, when people are like, you made our Christmas. I mean, we didn't even get you any. Well, I did get them food. I did get the food. Anonymously, because you're not supposed to put it. So I put in a Christmas card. And we bought them some of the chocolates that we like to have in our family. So yeah, we bought them like a Terry's chocolate orange. So anyway, Liberty Lane is a great organization, and what they do is they help victims of domestic violence. And some of what they do is they offer temporary housing. So they have a secret spot, of course, because domestic abusers like to be terrible people and stalk people. It's mostly moms. If we're being honest here, it's like 99% moms basically have to flee with whatever they can carry and sneak out and go someplace safe. So often they don't have anything. They don't have much. I think Liberty Lane also helps find them housing. They do provide secondary housing. So, single parents who are like facing homelessness, trying to get out of homelessness. And the organization sent me an email this year because, of course, I was on the list last year. And they reiterated the numbers from last year and how many people are on the list this year. And I'm like, you know what? You know what I want to do? because I know some guilds have done this before, because guilds like to make quilts for people. And I've been going through the shop and I have a lot of sample quilts. And I know when you come in here, you're making a lot of quilts and you make a lot of quilts for practice and just because. And I emailed them back and I said, I own a local quilt shop and I got a huge customer base who loves to do charity work and loves to feel good. How about I, through our shop, take care of everything and collect a bunch of quilts for you for Christmas for your organization? And she was blown away. She said, "Oh my God, yes. If you could do this, this would be amazing." And then it's the cutest thing. She's like, "There's a lot of people that we have to help." And I think, she's like, "I never made quilts before, but I know they're a lot of work. And I don't, I think this is just too much to ask." So by the time she rambled on a bit and said, "Maybe if you just stuck to the kids that we have in residence, just the kids, and if you could do that, that would be amazing. We would be so grateful." And Fabric Nerds, when I read the number, when she said, "These are the kids, this is all we're asking for you to be able to do," I I I don't know what they have 11 kids. That's what they asked for. If I could give them 11 kids for quilts. And when I explained it to my husband later, he gave me the same look that I had inside. And we looked at each other. We were like, I could just walk around the shop and dig in the bags of samples and get 11 quilts. No problem. That's not a problem. So I said, you know what I want to do? I want to stretch it. I want to hit this top number. And they have, I mean, it could increase. If we don't hit it for Christmas, we can still work on it through the winter. But I think if we really pull together, I think we can do this. And I know it's hard for everybody. I know, I get it. I get it. But I also know that a lot of you have, if you don't have a finished quilt somewhere that you don't have a home for, I know you have one that's almost finished. I know you do because you keep telling me that you have this quilt that you're not feeling it. You were going to make it for so and so, but you made them something else instead. So it's almost done, but or you didn't like the color combination, or you've got a quilt in there. I know you do. And I'm telling you, as we collect these quilts for Liberty Lane, for mostly a bunch of moms and a range of kids from babies all the way to teens, I'm telling you right now, yes, that quilt you're thinking of right now is fine. We'll take it. Yes, it is big enough. It doesn't have to be a particular size. It doesn't have to be a particular color or a pattern. Yes, you did enough work. I know you only practice. I know you didn't like the particular ways the colors go together, or maybe it's not your style. These kids and these moms are going to love them. Really, really, really. I mean, they don't quilt or sew. They're going to think this is amazing. Like, do you want to pull off a Christmas miracle? Seriously? Somebody's waking up Christmas morning and here's a handmade quilt with possibly a little note that says, "Hey, look, there's some aunties and some grandmas in our community, and they just wanted to give you a hug over Christmas." I'm tearing up right now. Oh my geez. No, for real. Um, can you imagine? I mean, because some of these people have literally next to nothing. I mean, they don't even have a safe place to stay. And they're just trying to get through life, looking after their kids. And somebody's gone and given them like a quilt. I mean, it's a quilt. People know, people value these things. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Like, you could drop them off anytime right here in the shop. We're going to make a pile. It'll be a thing. If I have to pull stuff out like, and we have to like do a sewing afternoon or something, or day or weekend. We'll make it happen, because like my mom's crying, and we talked about this yesterday, and I said to her, she will do it too. If we have to, my mom and I will sing Sarah McLachlan. Don't make us do this. You don't want to hear it. We'll all be crying. Um, like just just dig out those quilts. I will take them. I will see that they get a home. I promise you this. Absolutely. I will dedicate my time to this, because somewhere in the Christmas season, business does drop off because it's too late to make quilts for Christmas. But that's when I get going on behind the scene things for my own family, and we're all taken care of. We have everything we need. We really do. We got roofs over our head. We got family who loves us. I mean,
Don't forget about your
flushing toilets. Yes, we have flushing toilets and hot water. We don't have to live in our cars. It's cold out there. Um, my husband actually got up before I left this morning, which doesn't always happen. Even before his coffee, he was on his phone with his app for my very fancy car, his very fancy car, to turn the heat on so I didn't have a cold butt on the 5 whole minute drive to work today. I mean, so just start thinking about that. I don't have a deadline yet, but it's going to be awfully close to Christmas is when they normally do the drop offs and things. And I'm thinking with this volume of quilts. Oh yeah. Yeah, they haven't quite heard yet that I want to hit this stretch goal of everyone that they need to help. You want the numbers? Because I think we could do this. Because I counted my own quilts. I counted my own quilts. I'm not going to tell you, but if I had to get more, I could do it out of my own collection, because I have been a prolific quilter. I'm just asking you to give one, just one. I know my customer base. I know my mailing list. I'm going to mention it there. Just one. I'm just asking you for one. That's it. If we get so far and you're like, I have one, but it needs to be quilted. I have one, but it needs to be bound. We'll figure it out. Somebody will help finish it. I prefer the finished, but if you have one that you just want to get out of your sight and have go to somebody who I know is going to appreciate it, I will take it. We're going to make it work, because what we need is, all right, hang on to your Kleenex. What we need is 45 women, 45 women. That's 45 households, 45 women and 72 kids. And you're like, that is a lot. It is a lot. That's 117 quilts. But I think we can do it. I think if we really, really, really pull, we can do it. If you haven't made a quilt and you don't have a spare one, you're like, I think I can take time out of, take a weekend and make a 3-yard quilt. They're so fast. It's a great opportunity to use up your scraps. I was thinking that ugly fabric that you don't know what to use up or use with or for. It's ugly to you. It's nice for somebody else. It's just a matter of taste. Somebody will like it. I've got fabric in here that I don't like that other people love. So, like I said, it's a matter of taste. It's not ugly. Mom is asking, should we pre-wash to make sure there's no loose seams? And what about pillowcases? If you're driven to make a pillowcase to put the quilt in, feel free, but you're not obligated. I know of another group that is actually making pillowcases. I didn't tell you this yesterday, Mom, because I didn't want you to cry even more. There's another sewing group that I've spoken to in the past month that they make pillowcases for foster kids. Grab your Kleenex now. They make pillowcases for foster kids, so the foster kids don't have to put their belongings in a garbage bag when they go to a new house, to a new foster home. Think about that for a second. And so that they have something that is actually theirs and not donated or somebody else's that they're just using. So yeah, we're all watching along, and some of you are sipping on your tea and you're nice and cozy in your bed, and it's your bed with your bedding on it in your house. And we're gonna make some quilts. Look at this. We're gonna make some quilts. This is just like I just went into my spare room. Like, here's 3. Seed the pot. There's 3 right there. We've knocked off 3 off of the 72. Okay, we're under 70 right now. Under 70 kids. See, there's 3 right there. Just pick one. So yeah, I know. Okay. And like I said, if my mom and I have to start singing Sarah McLachlan, we will. I was going to belt out "I Will Remember You," and then she starts singing "If I Had a River." We will do it in unison. One of us can sort of semi carry a tune. Baby quilts are fine if it's not quilted. If you can get it quilted, that would be great. If not, like I said, we'll figure it out. Baby quilts, yes, mom, lots of baby quilts. Lots of boy quilts. Just for the minimum numbers, I can get numbers for the rest of the list because I only have the breakdown for the kids that are actually in residence, and that's 7 boys and 4 girls. But we're going to make it work. If you want to do some gender neutrals or ones that could do for either, that is great. Yeah, Bonnie, if you have a top and you don't quilt, just bring it. We'll figure it out. Like I said, we'll figure it out. I've been working on the quilt on that long arm of mine. I got through all the purples, so I'm trying to do a push to get some stuff up. I've got my cutie frame set up. I've got a couple machines set up for free motion quilting right on the machines. I can take that quilt off the long arm, crank out a couple of quilts, put the other quilt back. So that's what we're doing. Liberty Lane, Christmas Miracle. I am going to get, by the time we get to December, I am not going to shut up about this. So as it scrolls by over the next few weeks, and you hear me talk about this more, just tell yourself, if I give her a quilt, she'll shut up. My mom is probably at home laughing and thinking, this is going to work. Oh my God, Andrea, this is going to, oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Okay, great. We've done that. I just wanted to lead with that. Now we're more than halfway through. I'm going to knock over my tea. It's too hot and I took the lid off, so now I'm all nervous. Anyway, let's move on to the pretty fabric. I got some select bolts of the K Facet. This is from some of his basic lines, which are in fact reorderable. And these are 18 a meter, I think. I just got a few bolts just to start with. My favorite print, the big giant dahlias. I didn't bring them all over, just a couple. How many? 6?
3 over there.
There's 3 over here, so 6, yeah. 6 different prints. Yeah, this is my favorite with the pinks and reds. And I just brought over a few to show you. Did we get the pictures on the website?
Yes.
Yes, so the pictures of these are actually up on the website, so you can see them. This, what did they call this? Classics. The brassica in moss. Look at that. Oh, and this is one of those ones that's going to sit here forever and everybody's going to buy a little bitty piece, but if you know, you know. Yeah. And Bonnie's asking, are you going to be selling the different types of embroidery stabilizers? Yes, because I do have some in here and I am working on getting more. Tell me what you need. I will get it. Yep. I'm going to be putting in a big Pellon order in December, which I will, again, remind people of. Because apparently the prices are going up again in January, and I want to get stocked up really good before then. So we're going to be doing that. Shout out to my friend Danielle, who had a mini retreat last weekend at her place. She did a mystery runner. She had a group. If you go to Chloe's Quilting Cafe, the Facebook page, scroll down a bit until you find Danielle mentioning her group. The reveal has already happened. I forgot to ask her this morning if she will continue letting people in, but she's also developing a pattern, so keep an eye on it because she has this great style that I love. She has a love for on-point stuff. So I did actually, look at that. That was one of the blocks we did, or I did. That's one of the blocks, and this is for another of the blocks. Look at that. I'm so coordinated. It's ridiculous. This is from the Angels on High line that we have here in the shop. I have some more Christmas fabric coming that's all metallics because we have a good selection of Christmas, but for some reason, everybody wants stuff with metallics on it. So some of those are on the way, of course, at a special price. The other thing I want to mention again, as my notifications keep going, um, door, door to door. It's November, and that means December's coming, and you want to have your advent calendar. You want to be able to wake up December 1st and open your little box to see what's inside. This is the unique advent calendar. Let it sew, let it sew, let it sew. This beautiful box, which once you take the stuff out, you could fill it up again, pass it on to a friend or have a family member fill it up for you. That would be cool. But it is a very nice box. It's really good cardboard, very high quality. You see what's in here? All these lovely boxes waiting for you to open. They aren't really sealed up or anything. And on the back of the box, it says what's inside. Ooh, that's cute. Okay. I'm not telling you, but you get a really big box here for day one. Nice skinny boxes. There's some good stuff in here. Yeah, it's nice. It's $80, but you're set for December. I mean, it goes all the way to the 24th. I would have put something different on that day, but yeah, I peek at my presents too. Shut up, Mom. Advent calendars, $80. I have a bunch of these back in stock. I talked about them before, and people snapped them up and let me know if they wanted to get me to order more. So I did order more, so they are here. Great presents for you or maybe your sewing friend that you see before Christmas. So that's that. Dun, 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 dun. Did you see? I keep getting ads for a bag like this that you can make, but you can like save yourself the trouble of actually making it and just buy this one. It's got a nice black cotton fabric on it, lots of pockets, lots of handles, nice and firm, and I have just marked it down to $50. I mean,
It also has matching notions.
it also has matching notions, yes. I think there's some pin cushions left in a little sewing kit that I just marked down too.
And the pin.
And the pins. And we still didn't put the images on the website for this. So yeah, I just marked this one down to $50. Let's see. The purple thing, back in stock, $5 a piece. Great stocking stuffers. I mentioned these when they came in. I finally got them in the system and on our notion shelf. Made with love by Mom. There's 2 labels in this package. We also have a lot of French ones as well because I ordered one of everything they had and they were out of most of the English. So, parlez-vous français? Et I got you lay covered. Didn't say my French was good. It's actually really terrible. I know. I ordered some gallons of Best Press. People requested them. I actually only have 1 to spare because the other 2 are claimed, and I have an open gallon because, of course, we do Best Press refills. Yes, did you know we did that? I have an open gallon because if you bring in your 16-ounce bottle of Best Press, I will fill it up for you for 10 whole bucks. 10 whole bucks. I know. It's nuts. The Alaska Magic templates are back in, and I've got more variations of the Alaska pattern. Look at this one. Isn't this cute? Including the rainbow version, which, as you know, I am still struggling to complete. So that's the Alaska Magic template pieced quilt pattern, and there's the templates. These are actually quite nice. They were worth it when I did cut out all the pieces myself. Also in the system, no pictures on the website, but they're coming and they are up on the shelves, even though somebody forgot to put price tags on them. More Emmeline bag fixtures, this time the swivel snap hooks. I got them in all the sizes. All the sizes and all the metals. I didn't get a lot of each, but I got an assortment so you could see them. These ones are the rainbow ones. Every time I get rainbow metal bag fixtures in, they just go flying out the door. These zipper pulls, it's a 10 pack. If you just need a couple, I'll crack some open. Nobody's asked yet. They've just been buying the 10 packs. But if you just really want me to sell them individually, I will. Zipper pulls that are little skull faces. I know some people would say Halloween's over, it's not spooky season anymore, but I know some of you in your hearts, it's spooky season all year long. So these are roughly the same price they are on the Emmeline Bags website. Yeah, and their metals are really pretty. I mean, this is the rose gold, and this is the gold, which is very gold. None of this antique gold stuff. It's gold, shiny, blingy. My mom has fallen over herself thinking, oh, if my daughter would only make me a nice blingy bag for Christmas. Don't have time, Mom, sorry. And the rose gold. I mean, look, yeah. I want to say these are somewhere between $5 and $7. I did the spreadsheet and it's all a blur to me now because, as they say, I've barely had time to fart these days. You can thank my mom for that one. The other thing that I did get in, now I taught a workshop for the Fredericton Guild a couple of weeks ago. And while I was there, of course, you bring all your cool tools and accessories and show people while you're doing it. So I showed them the Easy Press Precision Piecing System. This is the bottle of their fabric treatment, they call it. The pen with a nib in it. You put the liquid in the pen and you use the pen. And then there's the glue, which is great for binding, which I believe I have shown you about, but I probably need to show you again. But the Easy Press fabric treatment, it's not a starch. I would put it, when I think of this and Best Press and the flatter, they go Easy Press, Best Press, flatter. They're all really good. I use them for different things. This thing, you've got bulky seams. You dab this on it, you let it soak in, you iron it, it flattens right out. Every time I do a demo of this with the fold line of the fabric off the bolt, you know, the fabric's folded on the bolt and then you press it and you can still see the fold line where the fabric was folded. Put this on that fold line, it disappears while you are watching sometimes. This bottle will actually last you quite a bit. I don't like starch the whole quilt with any, I don't spray this all over the whole quilt. You can, but I like to make mine last. I know, I just love it. So this is, it's either 38 or 40. I priced the rest of them and they're over there. Okay. So if you've heard about this and you want to try it, let me know. I will hook you up. It's fantastic. If you are one of the people who are waiting, it is 40? Yeah. If you are one of the people who are waiting for me to say, hey, wait till I get it back in stock because I had hardly any left, poor planning on my part, I've got it. This is great. More is going to come in as well because it's awesome. I even have refills. I know. This book is back in stock. Why I only got 1 or 2 copies before, I don't know. I've even had people come looking for this book because they were looking all over the place. But I have it, Christmas Quilting from Wendy Shepherd and Annie's Quilting and Annie's Crafts. Yeah, it's got some sweet little Christmas quilts in here. Yes, yes, yes. The Acorn line. Bonnie thought that was the precision piecing was the Acorn line. It is. It's from Acorn Precision Piecing System. And it's the Easy Press fabric treatment. The Acorn products, they have like a full range of stuff. Yeah. And then everything has its own little name. Just reading it to make sure I call everything by the right name. Yep, it says Easy Precision Piecing Starter Kit from Acorn Precision Piecing Products. And as Bonnie is nicely reminding me, it's definitely Canadian. Like, yeah, I know. I'm like super impressed. Very impressed. And you know, sometimes that doesn't happen. Oh yeah, I also marked down the Jelly Roll Sashers. Jelly Roll Sashers, if you need to fold your strips of Jelly Rolls, your Jelly Roll strips for either bag straps, this would work for bag straps, or if you do make a lot of Jelly Roll rugs and things and you love doing those, this helps with when you're rolling, you're trying to fold them. with the batting in it. This helps keep them straight. You just weave them through here. You can pull while you're ironing. I mean, it's like a third hand. Fabric Cafe and their 3-yard quilts came out with Make It Christmas. Ta-da! And I sold one of these as I was taking it out of the box. Yep.
Show them the back.
Yeah, I'm getting. I have a director. These are the ones that are on the back. Look at that. Aren't they cute? Trees, baubles. Da, 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 da. Look at this one's like nice and pepperminty. Ooh, nice icy one down here. So there's some good. I like these because there's also options if you have those big prints that you either don't know what to do with, or you don't want to cut them up, or you want to showcase them, or how am I going to put this in a quilt? There's that big peppermint candy print that's still on the sale rack. That would look fantastic in some of these. I'm just saying.
And there's 3 prints of it left.
And there's 3 prints of it left. I was cleaning at the back room too, and sometimes I'll bring in things that I just want one of because maybe I wanted to use it. I had an idea or wanted to see what it was like. This was one of those things, and I decided I do not have time to make this. It hasn't been touched. It is Brilliant Beauties of Joy. It is not from the same company that is the pattern of the quilt that's on my long arm that everybody admires, but it is extremely similar. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah. Yeah. And the borders here are all pieced squares, not a print. Because it says just get these tonal shades. This is foundation paper pieced. It does have all the papers. That is why it is $60. And it is queen size. And if you wanted to do paper piecing and make a stunning rainbow quilt and stick it in a quilt show to be the center of attention, this is the thing that will get you there. All right. And while we are wrapping up everything for the day, because I got to get moving, calendars are finally in. I almost forgot about calendars, and somebody messaged me. He's like, "You going to get calendars in this year or what, huh?" Like, it was nicer than that. I swear. I was like, oh yeah. And I looked at my supplier for calendars, but somehow this one didn't come up. These are all red and green antique quilts. 2024 wall calendar, $28. Look at how pretty that is. You need a calendar in your quilt room or your kitchen or a room that you spend a lot of time in where you would like to look at a lot of pretty quilts. It's not just red, Jeannie K. I know at some point you will watch this. They are red and green, but they are pretty and they are antique. Wow, that is nice. Wow, look at that one on the front. Like, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of like the Hawaiian applique stuff where they, yeah. Stunning, stunning work. Next week is also Black Friday. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I am reorganizing and cleaning in here, and I know I'm just going to mark stuff down like crazy. So if something happens, I will totally let you know. So we have some new stuff. We have some CAFE. I have a fabric rep coming here in like 25 minutes. We've got the glide thread. We've got the wide backs. We've got stuff on the way. I didn't even mention these. Thank you.
You can go through them quickly.
More of the It's So Emma foundation paper pads. These are quite popular. They also have the flying geese in all the sizes. So please let me know if you need those.
We also have economy in 2 sizes.
I know, the 4-inch square and a square. It's perfect. It's perfect. I'm telling you. Yes, people who took the paper piecing class, the economy block pads are in, and I got a lot of them because they are pretty nice. The little log cabins, if you wanted to make a smaller log cabin, it's totally worth it. Snail trail. Yep, that's it. That was $12. Okay, so these are $12. 12 to 17 to 15.
The small ones are 11, the medium are.
Yeah, the tiny ones are 11. As you go up, of course, they get a little more expensive. Totally worth it. Paper's very nice and fine. Tears off super easy. If you've always wanted to even just try paper piecing and you think you've got it, these are a good way to start, because just printing it off on your computer kind of works, but it can be very, very frustrating. So that is it for today. Advent calendars, please, please buy some. That is it for today. And remember, As soon as you leave here, start thinking about a quilt that you would like to donate. I would super appreciate it.
The
We're gonna
families would super
The
appreciate it.
families would appreciate it hella more than I would. We can pull off this Christmas miracle together. And remember, if you donate, I won't sing. It's as easy as that. So I will catch you on the flip side and talk to you later. So that's it for me. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. All right, dig out those quilts. Whoops. Hit the button too many times.